a relationship, marriage, and family therapy guide. A marital sex therapy guide introduction. This volume is my look at how a couple can heal together if they want to in love and sex matters. Firstly, you have to decide if you want to do it together. Then you have two options. Do it yourself by talking, touching, massaging each other and slowly trying to rekindle love and sexual passion. Go to a professional. There are marriage or marital counselors, sex therapists, sex counselors, and even sex surrogates. There are some licensing standards for marriage counselors, psychologists, and psychiatrists. There are no real licensing standards for sex therapists. There are hokey schools that sell courses and diplomas. Anybody can set up business as a sex therapist. My opinion is that nobody knows anything that's extra special or deep in the love and sex game. You are what you are. You feel it. That's it. People try to stay after the love is gone. Why? A therapist might help you if two people are really distant and don't want to talk. A therapist can get the two people talking, but beyond that, in my opinion, you don't need some sanitized phony from the system telling you what to do for a high price to boot. Chapter 1. Get marriage help through therapy, counseling, or a workshop. Couples counseling info websites. marriagesherpa.com, how to communicate with your spouse even when you fear it's too late. blog.relationshiprewind.com/should-I-go-to-couples-therapy. lighthourfire.com/marital-problems.htm. ehow.com, counseling techniques for couples. blog.relationshiprewind.com/couples-therapy-exercises. marriagemax.com/marriage-help-products-services.asp. yourmarriageangel.com. Marital counseling website/marital therapy websites. familymarriagecounseling.com/directory/ family-marriage-counseling.com/directory/alabama.htm. family-marriage-counseling.com/directory/connecticut.htm. 2magazine.com, magazine for couples. 4therapy.com. aafp.org, Academy of Family Physicians. aamft.org, Marriage and Family Therapy. ACT.org, Association of Sex Educators, Counselors, and Therapists. acf.hhs.gov/healthy-marriage/about. achievingresolution.com, San Diego. aclu.org, Civil Liberties Union, deals with reproductive rights. americanvalues.org, pro-marriage. apa.com, psych.org, Psychiatric Association. apa.org, Psychological Association. apa.org/pub/info/howto.html, choose a psychologist. archives.his.com/smartmarriages. aspirehealth.com/whatsnew.html, Monmouth County, New Jersey marital therapists. assure.onlineinfo/q=assure-marital-counseling. a-womans-touch.com. behavior.net. caag.state.ca.us/publication/women's rights. calltherapy.com/marriage therapy/orangevale.20.htm, California. camft.org, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists. ccc.byu.edu/counseling/marital1.php. childbehaviortherapy.com/adults.asp. choosingchange.com.au, Australia. christiananswers.net/directory.html. christwaycounseling.com, Christway Counseling Center. clasp.org, marital support in low-income communities. cmhc.com. cognitive-therapy-associates.com/therapy/couples. coil.com/growol. coil.com/growol/howto.htm, create your own support group. counseling.kasamba.com, counselingnet.com, counselingpros.com/marriage_counseling.html, familycounseling.net, counselingforcouples.org, counselingresource.com, counselorlink.com, couple-enrichment.com, Toronto-based, crosssearch.com/health/counseling/marital, divorcecounseling.com, divorcecounseling.com/catholic-marriage-counseling.htm, divorcehope.com/id11.html, Los Angeles, divorcenet.com/state/nation-wide/choosing_a_marital_therapist/view, du.edu/psychology/marriage, Center for Marital and Family Studies, Family and Couples Education, family.mormon.org, family.org/married, familydirectory-info.com/family/marital-counseling-saved-my-marriage.html, familyfirst.net/marriage/interactive.asp, familylawsecrets.com, familylife.com, family-marriage-counseling.com, christiananswers.net/directory.html, familytherapynetwork.com, gasou.edu/psychweb, ginghamsbig.org/marriage/faq.htm, gnmagazine.org, good news, helping.apa.org, 800-964-2000, helpokc.com/oklahoma-city-marriage-counseling.shtml, hotfrog.com, free local business directory, look up marriage counselors, hypnosis.edu/articles/marital-counseling.asp, in-forum.com/talk/index, lhj.com, liftedhearts.net, Christian, lightyourfire.com, marriage counseling, lightyourfire.com/marital-counseling.htm, local.divorcemag.com, lovegiovide.com/marriage/expert advice, maritalhealing.com, Institute for Marital Healing, marriageandfamilies.byu.edu, marriagebuilders.com, marriagesupport.com/articles_advice, marriage-couples-counseling-new-york.com, marriagematters.ca, Canada, marriagematters.com, marriagemd.com, marriage-resources.com, marriagesaverse.com, marriagesupport.com, marriagetransformation.com/learning_recommendations.htm, mayoclinic.com/health/marriage-counseling/mh00104, marriage counseling, medscape.com/medscape/mental health, mentalhealth.com, mentalhealth.org, mentalhealthchannel.net, mhsource.com, nacbt.org, cognitive behavioral therapy, naturalpsychotherapy.com, naturalpsychotherapy.com/couples.htm, New York, networktherapy.com, nimh.nih.gov, newjerseypsychologist.com/therapy.html, New Jersey, nmha.org, no-problem-marriage-counseling.com, okmarriage.org/services/marital-counseling.asp, okmarriage.org/services/marriage-problems.asp, ottawamarriage.com, ottawa-psychologists.org, peers.com/public/library.php, passionate-marriage.com/sex_therapy_crucible.htm, ppfa.org, 800-230-PLAN, Planned Parenthood Federation, processes.org/selfdefense.php, psychology.com, psychology.com/therapy.htm, psychologydoc.com, psychosomatic.org, psych-web.com. realhope.com/resources.php. recovering-couples.org, help couples find freedom from dysfunctional patterns in relationships. relationshiprich.org, marriage help seminar in Dallas, Texas. relationshiptherapymn.com, Minnesota. renewourmarriage.com. roadtiocana.com/single_catholics_tv.cfm?8 $2 resources of marriage formation for single Catholics. arsglh.org/counseling_those_with_marital_problems.htm. savethemarriage.com. seicas.com, sex education. sexhelp.org, lots of sex therapists. sexologist.org, American Board of Sexology. sextherapyillinois.com. sexualcounseling.com. smartmarriages.org, Coalition for Marriage. smartmarriages.com/optimistic.html. sheknows.com/channels/coupletime-and-romance. smartmarriages.com. SOC couples. socialworksearch.com. ssw.ab.umd.edu/wfmh.html, World Federation of Mental Health. successfulstepfamilies.com, Christian. telephonetherapycenter.com. thelearningcenter.net/psychology. therapyforcouples.com. therapyhelp.com, Colorado. therapyinla.com, Los Angeles. therapyworld.com/therapies.cfm. time.com/couples. top100weddingsites.com. totalcriminaldefense.com. ucc.org/justice/equal.htm, equal marital rights, a variety of federal laws involving marriage. urban.org, pro-marriage. virtualpsych.com. wantree.com.au. watermarkcommunity2.org/pages/married_resources, watermark marriage ministry resources. well.com/user/self-help. y-marriages-go-wrong.com, marriage counseling, Monmouth, New Jersey. wood.army.mil/mwr/deployment-handbook.htm, advice for the Army wife. workshops.okmarriage.org/services/marriageproblems.asp. yourmarriagefitness.com. Therapy organizations info. Academy of Family Mediators. 4, Militia Drive. Lexington, Massachusetts, 02173. 617-674-2663. Fax, 617-674-2690/. Eugene, or 503-345-1205. 800-292-4236. mediators.org. The Alliance of Psychological Healthcare Professionals. 106 Thorn Street, San Diego, California, 94013. 619-683-8000. allianceprofessionals.com. American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy. 1133 15th Street Northwest, number 300. Washington, D.C. 20005-2710. 88 Feet 99. 800-577-8550. 800-374-2638. 202-452-0109. Fax, 202-223-2329. aamft.org. American Association of Pastoral Counselors. 9504 A. Lee Highway, Fairfax, Virginia, 22031-2303. 703-385-6967. Fax, 703-352-7725. info@aapc.org. aapc.org. American Association of Sex Educators, Counselors, and Therapists. 435 North Michigan Avenue. Number 1717. Chicago, Illinois 60611. 312-895-8407. 312-644-0828. Fax, 312-644-8557. osct.org. Nonprofit, educational organization will refer you to a legitimate sex therapist. American Board of Sexology. 202-462-2122. American Family Therapy Association. 2020 Pennsylvania Avenue. Number 273. Washington, D.C. 20006. 202-944-2776. American Counseling Association. 5999 Stevenson Avenue. Alexandria, Virginia 22304. 800-347-6647. Counseling.org. Assist. Answers for Spouses by Spouses. 2446 Azalea Road. Port Republic, Maryland 20676. 410-586-1712. Support group for the spouses of people who are firefighters or emergency medical technicians. Association of Couples for Marriage Enrichment. POB 10596. Winston-Salem, NC 27108. 800-634-9435. 919-724-1526. General Marriage Enrichment Group. Center for Mental Health Services. Knowledge Exchange Network. POB 42490. Washington, D.C. 20015. 800-789-2647. 301-443-9006, TTY. Fax, 301-984-8796. mentalhealth.org/child. Christian Marriage Enrichment. 800-221-2681. Coalition for Marriage, Family, and Couples Education. 5310 Belt Road. NW. Washington, D.C. 20015. 202-362-3332. smartmarriages.com. Concerned Counseling. 888-415-TALK. concernedcounseling.com. Federation of Families for Children's Mental Health. 1021 Prince Street. Alexandria, Virginia 22314. 703-684-7710. Fax, 703-836-1040. ffcmh.org. Families work with professionals to improve the mental health services for children. Family Resource Coalition. 200 South Michigan Avenue. 16th FL. Chicago, Illinois 60604. 312-341-0900. frca.org. Family Service Association of America. 44 East 23rd Street. NYC 10010. 800-221-2681. 800-221-2691. fsanet.org. Nonprofit group with over 300 chapters, will direct you to local helping agencies for virtually all problems. Marriage and Family Health Center. 2922 Evergreen Parkway. Number 310. Evergreen, Colorado 40439. 303-670-2630. PassionateMarriage.com. National Association of Social Workers. 750 1st Street Northeast. Number 700. Washington, D.C. 20020. 800-638-8799. 202-408-1111. 8600. Fax, 202-336-8311. NASWDC.org. National Council on Family Relations. 3989 Central Avenue, NA. Number 550. Minneapolis, Minnesota, 55421. 612-781-9331. NCFR.com. Office of Human Development. Department of Health, Education, and Welfare. 300 Independence Avenue, SW. Washington, D.C. 20201. 202-472-7257. ed.gov. hhs.gov. National Marriage Encounter. 800-828-3351. Practical Skills for Extraordinary Relationships. 318 Indian Tr. Weston, Florida, 33326. 888-724-7748. 800-477-2477. Peers.com. YMCA. 291 Broadway, NYC 10007. YMCA.org. YWCA. 600 Lexington Avenue, NYC 10022. YWCA.org. Christian Marital Counseling websites. family-marriage-counseling.com/resources.htm. ChristianinConnect.com. Find ChristianCounselor.com. ChristSites.com, the Christian search engine. American Association of Christian Counselors. 800-526-8673. AACC.net. Marriage and Family Help. American Association of Pastoral Counselors. 9504 A Lee Highway, Fairfax, Virginia 22031-2303. 703-385-6967. Fax, 703-352-7725. info@aapc.org. aapc.org. counselingforchristians.com. accesschristiancouncil.com/counseling.htm. accounseling.org/spexrv.asp. allaboutLifeChallenges.org, Christian Premarital Counseling. anchorchristiancounseling.com, Bismarck, North Dakota. AnnArborVineyard.org/ministries/premarital _ BobParkinSLMFT.com/services/premarital/pre.htm, Sacramento. brchristiancounseling.com, Baton Rouge. Christian Counseling Center, 225-387-2287. Fax 225-383-2722. buildingmymarriage.com. cccoi.org, Indiana. ccc.org/counseling center/cccc main.html, Central Christian Church. cccow.org, Oregon and Washington. ccphilly.org/ministries/premarital.asp, Philadelphia. christianinconnect.com/goprmr.htm. christiancounseling.net. christiancounseling.org/services.htm. Christian Teens. Dead website, tryverywell.com and thebalance.com/od/advic ebook/index.htm. compassioncounseling.net, Montana Workshop. counselingforchristians.com. counselme.truepath.com/premar.htm. counselwell.com. dayspringcenter.com, Richardson, TX Christian Counseling CTR. dentonbible.org/index.php $p file premarital. Counseling. Designedfor2.com. diskinsights.com. edfen.com/services.html, Kansas City, MO. Eidervan, Essay on the Need for Premarital Counseling. family.org/fofmag/marriage/a003146.cfm, magazine. fcsweb.org/index.html, Freedom Counseling Services. fellowshipchurch.com/counseling. fmcsantabarbara.org/counselg.html. gracefellowship.com/marriage/premarital ministry. gracetreecounseling.com. gracevideos.com/v_getting_married.php. gregswensonphd.com/pre-marital.htm. have-faith.org/weddings/weddings_counseling. jackschristiancounseling.com, Mandarin Christian Counseling Center, Jacksonville, FL. jackschristiancounseling.com/premarital.htm. leafylinecounselingministry.org, Atlanta, GA. mistymtn.org, Christian Counseling in Portland, Oregon. myagapecreations.com/premarital_counsel. ng.htm. nationalmarriage.com, Smalley's Christian Marriage Counseling. newbeginningspsych.com, Denver, Co. newhopecounseling.org/specialties.htm. newreflectionscounseling.com, Lebanon, Ohio. okmarriage.org/services/Christian premarital counseling, workshops. okmarriage.org/services/premarital counseling. olivebranchconsulting.net. premaritalonline.com. prepare-enrich.com. rapha.info/premarital.html. rightstartpublications.com. rogercc.com/staff.htm. savemymarriagenow.com. soulchristiancounseling.com. smalleymarriage.com. smartmarriages.com/prep.overview.html. successfulstepfamilies.com. svcta.org/counselingpgms.html, South Santa Clara County Christian Counseling. svcta.org/marriage.html, South Santa Clara County Christian Counseling. temperamentanalysis.com/pre_marital_counseling, premarital counseling test. vfcmi.org/christian_counseling.htm. washingtonpost.com/wp-dine/content/discussion/2, article about counseling. wls.wells.net/library/essay/authors, article. workshops.okmarriage.org. yp.bellsouth.com/site/alpha Christian Counseling, Germantown, Tennessee. Premarital course websites/premarital programs websites. premarriagecourse.blogspot.com. fortherapy.com, find a premarital counselor. aamft.org, 800-374-2638, American Association of Marriage and Family Therapists. counselorlink.com/servicespre.html. prepinc.com. aamft.org/press_room/press_releases/marriages. abeutifulceremony.net/marriagecourse.html, Orlando, FL. acf.hhs.gov/healthymarriage/about/program_plan. acf.hhs.gov/program/or/program/marriage-gran. acu.edu/ministry/centers_institute/youth_family. akana.net/counseling.pdf. amazon.com, Premarital and Remarital Counseling, The Professional's Handbook by Robert F. Staumann. amazon.com, The Premarital Counseling Handbook by H. Norman Wright. AnnArborvineyard.org/ministries/premarital_counseling. AppliedInsight.net/premarital-counseling.html. AthensClark-County.com/probatecourt/marriage.html. BarnabasCounseling.com. Barry-Counseling.com, Fort Myers, FL. boca-marriage-counseling.com, Florida. calvarychapel.com/spoken/ministries/other. cbce.org/specialized_premarital.asp, Center for Biblical Counseling and Education, Premarital Counseling. ccna.org/premarital/premarital.html. ces.ncs.edu/department/smp9/hp-07-03.htm. Effects of premarital programs on marriage. christianinconnect.com/goprmr.htm. christtherock.org/pages/premarital_counseling. clairehatch.com/prewedding.htm. class.universalclass.com/sextrauma. co.fulton.ga.us/services/services_detail_T27_R, take a premarital course, get the marriage license fee reduced. collaborativecounseling.com, NYC. collaborativecounseling.com/premarital counseling, NYC. coloradostate.edu/department/hdfs/centerfamily.htm. Colorado State University Program. communitybible.com/ministries/pastoral_care. San Antonio, TX. coesnet.org/rightstart.asp, Church of the Savior. Right Start Premarital Program. counselme.truepath.com/marzave.htm. counselme.truepath.com/premar.htm, Newark, DA. couplesworkshop.com, Illinois. designedfor2.com, tapes for sale. divorcereform.org, premarital counseling laws. eastside-baptist.com/premarital.php. eldoradocounty.org/wedding_counsel.html. emotionallyengaged.com. familyministries.gc.adventist.org/resources/prem. Aridal. fbcalexandria.org/pages/page.asp?page_id=527. findarticles.com, type in premarital counseling. foundationscounseling.org/pgs/pgs_poc.asp. gospelcenterchurch.org/premaritalcounseling.htm. L. growthclimate.com. has.edu/sci/cpsd/counseling_services. hdfs.cahs.coloradostate.edu/pages/cfct.aspx. hdcfs.sd.edu/hdcf241/marprep/sld007.htm. homepage.mac.com/s-center for marriage. Premarital counseling, San Diego. home.satex.rr.com/eschaferlpc/services.htm. homestead.com/christalcuan/services.html. hopeworkscounseling.org, Texas. ifca.org/handbook/miscellaneous help/pre- marital. info.com/counseling. intercoempub.com. jackschristiancounseling.com, Mandarin Christian Counseling Center, Jacksonville, Florida. keepyourmarriage.com. lccs.edu/academics/sem/sp04/pc803.htm. lccs.edu/tilde-tueld/classes/pc803sy.htm. lcms.org/graphics/assets/media/dcs/prepare prom. lcms.org/pages/internal.asp?navid=1688, Lutheran Church, Missouri. life-astrologer.com, astrological premarital counseling. livingthav.org/questionnaire.html. marriagehealers.com/workbook.html. marriage-resources.com. marriagesaverse.com/marriageinsurance.htm. marriagesolutians.us, videos for sale. marriagewise.org/science/science.html. mft.byu.edu/faculty/stahman.htm. mpccares.com/premarital.htm, 800-233-9117. my.webmd.com/content/article/63/71928. nationalmarriage.com/services.asp. northpoint.org/premarital-counseling. okmarriage.org/services/Christian premarital counts. Ealing. oscn.net/application/oscn/deliverdocument.asp. pamrc.com/engage.htm, Philadelphia. pcsm.org. plusline.org/resource.php?id =717. premaritalonline.com. prepare-enrich.com. prepinc.com. pwgbride.com/rebmyers/counseling.htm, Central Florida. rightstartpublications.com, Right Start Premarital Program, Christian. rightstartpublications.com/sought.htm, Right Start Premarital Program Sexual Attitude and Understanding. SamaritanCounseling.com/premarital.htm. SaveTheMarriage.com. sbcbaptistpress.org/bpnews.asp?id =20193. sbcommunity.org/life/premarital.asp, Santa Barbara Community Church. shared-memories.com/pre-marital-counseling.htm, San Diego. sites.community-link.org/cath/family.html, Catholic. smartmarriages.com. spurby.ksu.edu/issues/v103/fa/n010/n/ae.life. anewthing.org/premarital.htm. startum.com/weddingcoach.htm, Maryland. stayhitched.com. stayhitched.com/prep.htm. suscopts.org/pre-marital, Coptic Orthodox Diocese of the Southern United States. suscopts.org/pre-marital/online registration. temperamentanalysis.com/pre_marital_coup. Enseling. theatlantic.com/issues/2003/01/murphy.htm. Premarital celibacy. thuebbuilder.com/council/premar.htm. tiu.edu/cmx/seniors04/iceman.pdf. tiu.edu/cmx/seniors04/shero.pdf. troubledwith.com, Go to Love and Sex. ukfem2.com/phpbb/viewtopic.php, Christian Messages. uua.org/obgltc/resource/pmcgsgc.pdf. uwo.edu/ces/family/life/marriage/reviews. veronicajohnson.com/premarital.html. vineyardcolumbus.org/ministries/marriage/getting-married. webmd.com, some articles. webmd.com/content/article/63/71928.htm. wedalert.com/content/article/premarital_counsel. ing. weddingmag.com/article/pre_marital.asp. Weddings. Dead website, tryverywell.com and thebalance.com. willowcreek.org/couple/dedication.asp. willowcreek.org/couple/premarital.asp. Premarital relationship enhancement program/prep. 303-759-9931. Prepping.com. Love workshops, pre- and post-marital. menstuff.org/calendar/workshops/couples.html. bestmarriages.com. stayhitched.com/prep.htm. twofuss.org. marriagehelpcenters.com. premonline.org, preparing for relational effectiveness in marriage, an online marriage preparation course approaching marriage from the Christian perspective. schooloftantra.org. 1sdcov-everett.org/ministry_workshops.htm. antiochgroup.com/services/imt.htm, intensive marital therapy. anu.edu.au/council/seminars_and_workshops/index.php, podcasts. podcastdirectory.com/tag/love. artofloving.com. blessingstoyou.com/workshops.html. cccgeorgia.org/marriage.html, premarital workshops in Atlanta, GA. cherylsilva.com/reallove.html. christiancounseling.net, Northern California. christwaycounseling.com. classearch.com. counselforrelationships.org/workshops/ce.htm. counselforrelationships.org/workshops/conferences-archive.htm, Christian. Counseling ZOLUTINSLLC.com. couplesresourcecenter.com, Palo Alto, CA. covenantmarriagecoach.com/workshops.html. crossroadschurch.net/site/pcnw/workshop-details.htm. cwme.net/main.htm. davidclarkseminars.com. davideurian.com/speaking-schedule.htm. dixutfen.com. divorceasfriends.com/workshops.html, divorce as friends. dmoz-odp.org/society/relationships/marriage. dmoz-odp.org/society/relationships/marriage/marriage_encounter. DougBrittonBooks.com/Christian retreats workshops seminars -family marriage men parenting ganger.asp. drgaryhackney.com/exp.htm, Wichita, KS. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/marriage_encounter. encounter.org, United Methodist Marriage Encounter. encounter.org/illinois/eeinfo.htm. engagedencounter.org. episcopalme.com. everymansbattle.com, Christian. ilydynamics.net/lsmexp.htm, Christian. fashion-beauty.com/loverslectures.html. folkstory.com/center/belovedlist.html. foreverymarriage.com. goodshepink.com/weekshp.html. giotman.com/marriage/video_workshop. giotman.com/marriage/weekend_workshop. growthtrack.com/marriage. haveagreatrelationship.com. hopeforfamily.org. iamplify.com. ilme.org, Lutheran Marriage Encounter. isausa.org/workshops/marriage.htm. jewishmarriage.org/pg3a.html, Jewish Marriage Encounter. kivack.home.mindspring.com/menu.htm, Snake River Worldwide Marriage Encounter, serving southern Idaho and eastern Oregon. leviticestime.com/seminars.html. lssmn.com, premarital and marital. lssmn.com/counseling/marriage_workshop.htm. magicalrelationships.com. marriage.org. marriagebuilders.com. marriagesupport.com/articles_advice. marriagecommunication.org. marriagecommunication.org/workshops.html. marriagecpr.org/html/marriagecpr.html marriagedoctor.com/pamrc-providers.htm, Philadelphia. marriage-encounter.org marriagelabs.com/courses.htm marriagemax.com marriageprep101.com marriagequest.org marriages.org/history_.htm marriage encounter history marriagesupport.com/about/index.asp marriagetransformation.com/learning_workshops_general.htm marriagetransformation.com/learning_workshops_indupt.htm newlifetexas.org/marriage.htm newsalemcares.com/marriageworkshops3.htm okmarriage.org/services/marital-counseling.asp okmarriage.org/services/marriage-ducationworkshops.asp passionatemarriage.com passionatemarriage.com/ws_workshops.shtml pizza.sandwich.net/2005/04/both-eyes-open-marriage-workshops.shtml powerof2.org, Colorado. pray.org/marriage/hope.html, Providence Baptist Church, Marriage Ministry. prepinc.com/main/educational_workshops.asp reststop.com/info/marriage/history.html, The History of Marriage Encounter. rosen.com/ppf/id/848/seminars_workshops.asp, Divorce-related seminars and workshops. rwmc.net/pdf/partners marriage series 0305.pdf rwmc.net/pdf/partners marriage series 0305.pdf sassi.org, Sacramento Catholic Engaged Encounter. shavipoint.com shared-memories.com/pre-marital-counseling.htm, San Diego. smartmarriages.com smartmarriages.com/directory_browse.html smartmarriages.com/workshops.html soulwork.net/sw_articles_ang/premarital.htm spiritualawakening.org/workshops.htm spiritualrenewal.com stablelifesolutions.com/team.html successfulstepfamilies.com, Christian Marriage Workshop. themarriageproject.com/index.html, Vancouver, BC. therapyhelp.com, Colorado. therapyhelp.com/marital-problems-rdirm5.cfm therapyhelp.com/morelliadpower.htm trainingandcounselingcenter.org/workshops.html trainingandcounselingcenter.org/workshops.html uccme.homestead.com, Christian Marriage Ministry. wayneantamara.com/thisweek.htm workshops.okmarriage.org workshops.okmarriage.org/services/marital-counseling.asp worldclassmarriage.com/workshops.html www.melly.org, Worldwide Marriage Encounter on Long Island. Kink-aware professional websites. sextreatment.com, Dorothy Hayden, CSW. NYC-based psychotherapy. victorknapp.com, Victor Knapp, Esquire. A scene-friendly NYC attorney 718-263-9000. gloria-bram.com/domedia/therapy.htm, Gloria G. Bram, PhD, ACS. Counseling and therapy by a well-known scene member. altcoach.com, altcoach. Francis Amaru, Sydney, Australia. Information and counseling and coaching services for those in the alternative sexuality communities. ncsfreedom.org/resources/kink-aware-directory-cap-directory-homepage.html, NCSF list of kink-friendly folks. Chapter 2. Love and Sex Therapy Websites. Relationship Counseling Websites. 1. AAMFT.org, American Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, professionally developed resources for practitioners and consumers of marriage and family therapy. Site also offers a search engine for finding a qualified therapist in your area. abcpsychiatric.com, Child and Adult New York Psychiatrist, Adult, Child and Adolescent Psychiatrist located in Forest Hills Gardens, New York. Website lists services available for both adults and children, some biographical information about the doctor and contact information. agatepassage.com, Agate Passage Psychological Services, private practice of Suzanne Ivy, Ph.D., John Schwab, Ph.D., and James Keever, Ph.D., with locations on Bainbridge Island and in Poulsbo, Washington. Professional biographies of the providers, plus links to related resources. akcconline.com, AK Counseling and Consulting Incorporated, private practice in Athens, Georgia. Information on psychotherapy and business consulting services and continuing education programs for mental health professionals. AlisonBreen.com, Alison Breen, clinical psychologist and researcher in private practice in Lakeside and Constantia, Cape Town, South Africa. Provides background and articles. Allegheny-psychological.com, Allegheny Psychological and Counseling Services, multi-provider practice located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Information about the therapists, conditions that are treated and services offered. AntonelloViola.com, Dr. Antonello Viola, offers psychological counseling and hypnotherapy in English, Italian, and Spanish. Contains profile and treatment methods. Cine, Sardinia, Italy. Italian and English. APA.org/Help Center, APA Help Center, American Psychological Association Help Center offers information on many topics including family and relationships. Site has high-quality articles and a resource for finding psychologists. ADHTherapist4you.com, Kathy August Saidi, a therapist for you, private practice located in Royal Oak, Michigan. Approach to treatment, list of practice specialties, professional credentials. AtlantaChildPsych.com, Center for Psychological and Educational Assessment, Atlanta, Georgia practice. Description of evaluations and treatment services offered, information on groups forming, links to resources on learning disabilities and autism. AtlantaPsychiatry.com, Psychiatric Associates of Atlanta, psychiatric practice in Atlanta, Georgia. Lists information about available services for attorneys interested in competency, the insanity defense, criminal responsibility, and other medical legal issues. Also lists information for prospective patients, including forms and links to news about mental health. AtlantaPsychology.com, David Phillips, Ph.D., practice located in Marietta, Georgia. Description of services offered, list of issues treated and providers' credentials. AudreyChapman.com, Audrey Chapman, family therapist, author, trainer and nationally known relationship expert. Known for a tough love approach, encouraging people take responsibility for their own happiness. Seminars, books, radio program, and articles. AustinRiggs.org, Austin Riggs Psychiatric Hospital, nonprofit hospital in Stockbridge, Massachusetts specializing in psychotherapeutic treatment. Website gives information about admissions, treatment, research, donation, and publications. Contact information for media, alumni, and patients is also provided. BarbaraMassey.com, Barbara Massey, LMFT, offers counseling for individual, couples and families. Includes the services offered, a counseling weblog and articles. Medford, Oregon. Barbara'sHostakPhD.com, Barbara B. Shostak, Ph.D., private practice in Fairfax, Virginia. Description of services offered, provider's biography, methods of treatment, FAQs, links to other mental health resources. Barcelona-psychotherapy.com, Claudia Ros Tusquets, MA, English-speaking psychologist in Barcelona, specializing in individual and couples therapy and child psychology. BayRidgeCounselingCenters.ca, Bayridge Counseling Center, specializing in couple and family counseling in Canada. Also individual, children, addiction and adolescent therapy. Find articles and information about depression, anxiety, ADHD, and grief. bbc.co.uk/radio4/features/desert-disc/castaway/F1CFEE70 number sign B03F87BB, BBC Desert Island Discs, Professor Tanya Byron. Kirsty Young talks to Professor Tanya Byron, clinical psychologist and TV presenter. Relationship counseling websites too. BirminghamCounselingCenter.com, Birmingham Counseling Center, PC, lists services provided, insurances accepted, and types of patients treated. Birmingham, Michigan. bmcoley.com, Behavioral Medicine Clinic, private practice in Olympia, Washington. Offers details about the staff and services offered. Boston health-psychology.com, Ina Hazen, PhD, practice in Boston, Massachusetts. Details about Dr. Hazen, services offered, including therapy and biofeedback and policies. bpshealth.com, Rick Barnett, Psy.D, private practice in Stowe, Vermont. Description of services offered, resources and links. brackenmentalhealth.com, Bracken Mental Health, a Garland, Texas psychiatric practice that focuses on medication management. The website offers basic information about the office, forms and financial information. Contact information is also present. BradenCenter.com, Braden Counseling Center, private practice of Dr. Jane A. Braden. Description of services, including court-ordered assessments. Sycamore and Rochelle, Illinois. Brainstorm.com, Brainstim, LLC, Delray Beach, Florida practice that provides treatment with transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS. For depression and substance abuse, information about the usage and safety of TMS, along with practice contact information and links are provided. BrianCrossPhD.com, Brian Cross, PhD, Washington, D.C. private practice. Find information about body psychotherapy, specialties and credentials. BritChCow.com, Stephen Britchkow, psychologist, practice serving the Southampton area in Pennsylvania. Describes on-site services at home or office, plus articles. BruceWilkhMD.info, Bruce Welch, MD, St. Petersburg, Florida specialist in forensic, addiction and general psychiatry. Site includes a personal and professional history, office photographs, contact information, and directions. BrynMaurPsych.com, Bryn Mawr Psychological Associates, multi-psychologist practice in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania. Descriptions of services offered and issues treated, providers' credentials, FAQs, and links to related resources. BuckeyePsych.com, Buckeye Psychiatry, a Dublin, Ohio-based psychiatric practice. Site contains information about the psychiatrist, the philosophy of the practice and the types of conditions treated, links to local support groups and a blog. BucksCountyAnxietyCenter.com, Ronit Levy, Psy.D, a private practice specializing in cognitive behavioral therapy. Specialized treatment for OCD, panic attacks, other anxiety disorders and related depression. Includes profile, fees details, and information on treatment. Newtown, Pennsylvania. BeWell.ie, BeWell Clinic, team of psychologists that use positive psychology, CBT, and NLP to overcome phobias, panic attacks and anxiety, stop smoking, lose weight, improve motivation and confidence. Staff profiles, services and fees details. Malahide, Co. Dublin, Ireland. bzerban.com, Barbara Zerbin, RN, Bachelors of Science N, M.Sc. MFT, a marriage and family therapist dedicated to helping individuals, couples and families resolve issues. Details about her credentials, appointments, and fees. Edmonton, UB, Canada. Cabinet Henry Dunant 3.homestead.com, Cabinet Henry Dunant 3, a center of healing for the mind and the body located in Geneva, Switzerland. Serves people of many nationalities and specialize in English-speaking expats in the Geneva area. CambridgeTherapy.com, Andrew Gottlieb, Ph.D., description of private practice in Palo Alto, California. Includes provider's credentials, treatment approach, articles written by the provider and links to related resources. CarolOdellMSW.com, Carol Odell, MSW, individual, couple and group therapy offered in Seattle, Washington. Find details about the therapist, contact information and directions. CBHCF.com, Comprehensive Behavioral Health Care of Central Florida, LLC, practice located in Celebration, Florida, offering information about psychiatric, substance abuse, forensic and urgent services available. Also offers information about the doctor, patient forms and contact information. CelebrateLove.com/relationshipcoaching.htm, Celebrate Love, promotional site for personal relationship coach Larry James, who is on staff with Dr. John Gray, Ph.D., author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. CentrumPractijk.nl, Peter Dialyson, offers therapy, coaching and couples therapy in English and Dutch. Contains services details, fees, and profile. Haarlem and Heemstede, the Netherlands. CFAN.co, Center for Advanced Neuropsychology, LLC, the practice offers evaluations including neuropsychological, psychoeducational, baseline cognitive, and chronic pain, administered by a Florida licensed clinical neuropsychologist. Provides services details, forms and what to expect. Tamarack, Florida. ChangingForGood.com, Peter Hanema, LMHC, counsels individuals and couples in Seattle, Washington, specializing in working with nice guys, both alone or as part of a couple. Details about the counseling, FAQs, and video and information about the psychotherapist. CharlestonCounseling.org, Charleston Counseling Center, provides a variety of therapeutic services for those who are struggling in a relationship or plagued by anxiety or depression. Details about the counselor, Book Dooley, LPC, the therapy, groups and classes, patient forms and articles. Mt. Pleasant, South Carolina. ChesterCountyPsychology.com, Psychology Associates of Chester County, private practice offering services in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Provides information about the practice, providers, and physician referrals. ChevyChasePsychologist.net, Dr. Anna Maria R. Francis, private practice located in Chevy Chase, Maryland. Description of services offered, brief provider biography and FAQs. ChevyChaseTherapy.com, Chevy Chase Therapy, Washington, D.C. private practice. Information about services provided, brief provider information and links to related resources. ChicagoTherapySolutions.com, Chicago Therapy Solutions, Leo Lucas provides individual, couples, family and executive counseling and coaching. Includes services details and FAQ. Chicago, Illinois. ChrisKaeppiner.com, Christopher Kupner, Ph.D., private practice located in Cincinnati, Ohio. Includes treatment philosophy and brief biography. ChrisWrightCounseling.com, Chris Wright, provides couples counseling, marriage counseling, and online relationship information, PDF format. Washington, D.C. Metro area. ChuckBar.com, ChuckBar, this site offers holistic psychotherapy for individuals, couples, and families. Modalities offered are traditional and non-traditional. CindyBlackett.com, Cindy Blackett, MFT, a Berkeley, California therapist, specializing in helping couples and adult individuals with relationship problems. Includes FAQs, contact details, and resources. ClaraCoria.com, Clara Coria, specializes in research of money, power, success, negotiations, and love issues, from a gendered viewpoint. Books, therapy session scheduling, articles, interviews and links. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Spanish, French and English. ClarityPsych.com, Clarity Psychological Services, LLC, Dr. Pasquale Chensai DMS is a Wexford, Pennsylvania psychologist providing therapy to individuals and couples. Contains patient forms, profile and fees and insurance details. Cognitive-psychiatry.com, Cognitive Psychiatry of Chapel Hill, practice based in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Information about the doctor, her training and publications, services offered, fees and office policies are provided. Also provides a link to forms, the doctor's blog and information about several common psychiatric issues. CognitiveTherapyNEC.com, American Institute for Cognitive Therapy, multi-provider practice located in New York City. Information about services offered, provider credentials, writings and presentations by Director Robert Leahy, Ph.D. and professional training workshops. ColonyBehavioral.com, Colony Behavioral Health Group, PLLC, multidisciplinary group providing outpatient psychotherapy and substance abuse services. Located in New Bern, North Carolina. ColoradoTherapist.com, Lois Leder, LCSW, licensed psychotherapist working with adolescents, adults, families, and couples. Relationship counseling websites 3. CommonZNSCMedical.com, Fenton, N. M.D., psychiatric practice of Dr. and Fenton in Wellesley, Massachusetts, offering services to children, adolescents, and adults. CompassionWorks.com, Compassion Works Anger Counseling, teaches people anger regulation skills to improve their communication so they don't relate from their anger. Site offers publications on this topic for a fee. ConsciousRelationships.com, Conscious Relationships Institute, Kate and Joel Feldman, founders, offer workshops, coaching, via telephone, and psychotherapy for couples and individuals in intimate, work and family relationships. CounselForRelationships.org, Counsel for Relationships, a clinical, training and research center specializing in couple/marital, relationship, family and sex therapy. Couples courses and schedule of events. Counseling-for-u.nl, Counseling for You, counseling and therapy for expats in Amsterdam, Netherlands, with Rita Bonfa. Contains profile, therapy details, and fees details. Therapies held in English, Italian, and Spanish. CounselingPsychologist.net, Counseling CBT NAS, Newbridge, and Clane Co. Kildare, professional, confidential assistance, diagnosis and treatment for emotional, psychological, and relationship difficulties. Offices NAS and Dublin. Graham Quinn and Alison Bow, Ireland. Couple-enrichment.com, Couples Enrichment Approach, for couples and singles. How to communicate, how to renew passion in a relationship and how to cultivate a long-lasting relationship. Telephone and online counseling available. Toronto-based. CoupleCommunication.com, Couple Communication Program, couples learn 11 interpersonal skills for effective talking, listening, conflict resolution and anger management. This program helps to build more satisfying relationships. Search by state for a program in your area. CoupleRelationshipTherapy.com, Blooming Relationships, offering Imago Relationship Therapy, a weblog, workshops, intensive seminars, and couples counseling. Couples-counseling-phoenix.com, Sandy LPC and Douglas Jardine, Ph.D., located in Scottsdale, AZ. And provide individual, couples and premarital counseling. Additionally, prostate cancer support, grief and substance abuse counseling, end-of-life issues, workshops and groups are offered. CPA-KC.com, Comprehensive Psychiatric Associates, Psychiatrists and other providers in Gladstone, Missouri. Information about the practice, types of services and treatment offered, both inpatient and outpatient, policies regarding medication refills, links to forms and additional resources. CraigDuLSonPsid.com, Craig D. Olson, PsyD, private practice with locations in Centerville and Vandalia, Ohio. Description of services, provider credentials, and new patient information and forms. CTPsychWellness.com, Connecticut Psychiatric and Wellness Center, New Haven, Connecticut. Psychiatric Practices website gives information about the psychiatrist, staff, directions, contact information, and links to several articles. CoLagunaBeach.com, Carol Lindquist, Ph.D., Laguna Beach, California. Practice, providing telephone and online services. Contains articles, resources, and references regarding therapy, marriage and parenting issues. CuttingGePsychiatry.com, Family Psychiatry, practice located in Westlake Village, California, whose website gives contact information, an introduction to the doctor, a list of conditions treated and fee information. CybersHrank2000.tripod.com, Dr. Cherry's homepage, a psychiatrist who specializes in grief, anxiety, depression, and spiritual counseling online from India. DaleStewart.com, Dale Stewart, Ph.D., private practice located in Torrance, California. Information regarding the provider and services offered, including those for the gifted and talented. DavidaBrownEMD.com, Brown, David A., MD, located in Petaluma, Novato, and Belmarin Keys, California. Website gives basic information about the doctor's training, services, and clinical approach. Some contact information is listed. DavidHellerstein.tripod.com/psychiatry.htm, Hellerstein, David, MD, general psychiatrist and author. Links to several articles and book excerpts. NYC, New York. DeafMentalHealthOregon.com, Deaf Mental Health Oregon, private practice of Brian Hartman, Psy.D, in Portland and Salem, Oregon. List of services provided, including services for deaf and hard of hearing individuals, FAQs and links to relevant resources. DearShrink.com, DearShrink.com, provides a description of the Seattle-based practice and includes mental health care information and discussions. DebbieBright.co.za, Debbie Bright, specializes in relationship therapy and both face-to-face therapy and e-counseling. Also provides intensive counseling in a bush retreat setting. Includes services and qualifications details. Santon Gauteng, South Africa. DeBellisTherapy.com, Ed DeBellis, Psy.D, practice in Barrington, Illinois. Description of services provided. DennisBearn.com, Dr. Dennis Pearn, a psychologist in the Framingham, Massachusetts area. Specialties include trauma, PTSD, depression/anxiety, relationship issues, and Jungian therapy with a special interest in equine-assisted psychotherapy. DenverPsychotherapyCare.com, Denver Psychotherapy Care, private practice of Tony A. Miles, Ph.D., in Denver, Colorado. Description of methods used, populations served, and issues addressed. Links to local and national mental health resources. DeirdreClay.com, Deidre L. Clay, Psy.D, private practice in Seattle, Washington. Description of services offered, benefits of treatment, provider credentials, FAQs, and links to related resources. DrDavidEK.com, David D. Kaminister, MD, Concord, Massachusetts-based psychiatrist. Information about the doctor, types of psychotherapies practiced, and how to contact the office. DrGresham.com, Mary Gresham, Ph.D., private practice located in Atlanta, Georgia. Description of services offered, blog, FAQs, biography and links to resources. drmaz.com, Yvonne L. Mazorana Jr., MD, FT. Myers, Florida-based psychiatrist whose website offers information about the services provided, brief biographies of the staff, financial policies, forms and contact information. DonnaZilbert.com, Donna Silbert, PhD, private practice in New York City, New York. List of services provided, brief professional biography of provider, information on protecting children from abuse and related links. Dunamkim.com, Dunam Kim, MD, a New York City-based psychiatrist. Lists credentials, information about his clinical and forensic psychiatric practice. Relationship counseling websites for dr-rick.com, Dr. Rick Bloom, private practice in humanistic psychology based in West Hartford, Connecticut. Profile and practice information. dr.haleybauman.com, Haley J. Bauman, Psy.D, private practice in North Carolina and Miami, Florida. Find details about Dr. Bauman, FAQs about psychotherapy and a book list. DraperPsych.com, Draper Psychological Services, private practice located in Draper, Utah. Details about the practice and Scott W. Fiedler, Psy.D. draprilperrymore.com, Dr. April Perrymore, private practice in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Describes services offered and providers' credentials, as well as recommended reading and links for related resources. drbanfield.com, Andrea Banfield, MD, psychiatrist, a private psychiatrist in Greenville, South Carolina. Provides credentials and office details. drbarberpayne.com, Barbara Payne, Psy.D, private practice in Beverly Hills, California. Chronology of providers' experience and a list of other recommended providers in the area. drbonnie.net, Bonnie H. Wolkenstein, Ph.D., private practice in Seattle, Washington. Description of services offered, benefits of treatment, provider credentials, and links to related resources. drbrucefriedayeden.com, Dr. Bruce Frieden, private practice with locations in Smithtown and Syosset, New York. Lists services offered and providers' credentials and publications. drcastellocramer.com, Dr. Gabriella Castello Kramer, specialties include couples counseling, adolescent therapy. Berkeley, CA or surrounding areas. drdarrienzo.com, Dr. Justin D'Arienzo, private practice located in Jacksonville, Florida. Description of services provided, including online testing services and provider biography. drdavidbrendel.com, David Brendel, MD, psychiatrist located in Belmont, Massachusetts, specializing in treatment of patients with many different psychiatric disorders. His website offers practice information, materials, and information for doctors, patients and media. Contact information is also included. drdavidloftus.com, David E. Loftus, Ph.D., independent practice in Atlanta, Georgia. Information about Dr. Loftus, plus essays about psychotherapy and choosing a therapist. drdemander.com, Dr. Sam Demander, cynical psychologist in private practice in Parker, Colorado. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, therapy, marriage and family therapy. drdillman.com, Suzanne Dillman, Psy.D, private practice in Escondido, California. Includes issues worked with, useful links, articles written by provider and style of work. drdonnageable.com, Donna Gable, Ph.D., private practice in Santa Monica, California. Description of services provided, provider's approach to treatment and reasons for seeking treatment. drenidyoung.com, Enid B. Young, Ph.D., private practice located in Berkeley, California. Includes brief biography, mission statement, case studies, papers authored by Dr. Young and information about neuropsychoanalysis. drfibus.com, Dr. M. J. Fibus assists couples and individuals to create and maintain romance. Offers in-office therapy, telephone therapy, and workshops. drfred.net, Fred E.W. Peepman, Ph.D., provides information on psychological counseling and testing, workshops, and consulting. Book appointments online. San Francisco, CA. drgaramani.com, Dr. Gregory Garamani, private practice located in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. List of services provided, providers' credentials, blog and book recommendations. drgmagnani.com, Dr. Stephen Gemagnani, a therapy and coaching practice in San Francisco, California. Information about the services provided, background and the therapy process. drjeffreysteinberg.com, Jeffrey Steinberg, Psi.D, practice located in New York City. Includes details about services offered and the initial consultation, as well as resources for low-cost therapy. drgildiapsychotherapy.com, Dr. Celadra Gildia PhD LPC LMFT, CA, provides couples counseling and individual psychotherapy in Portland, Oregon. Includes therapy details and profile. drgregorymarcella.com, Marcella, Gregory, MD, Boca Raton, Florida-based practitioner's website offers curriculum vitae of the psychiatrist and information about his clinical trials and NeuroStar RTMS treatment. A contact form is also present. drjayashreejain.com, Dr. Jayashri Jain, clinical psychologist, provides therapy and workshops. Contains background and credentials and services details. Jaipur, India. drjanetmroberts.com, Janet M. Roberts, Ph.D., licensed Colorado psychologist, offering relationship coaching by email and local counseling services in Broomfield, Colorado. drjpnewman.angelfire.com, Dr. Yehoshua Naaman, an American-trained, English and Hebrew-speaking clinical psychologist and clinical neuropsychologist practicing in Jerusalem. drjunno.com, davidjunno.d, psychological services for adults, children, and families in Northampton and West Springfield, Massachusetts. drkarenstewart.com, Karen Stewart, PsyD, private practice located in Santa Monica, California. Includes basic credentials for the provider and list of issues treated. drkathynickerson.com, Dr. Kathy Nickerson, relationship advice and marriage counseling. Includes articles, map to location and staff details. Lake Forest, California. drlaurensaylor.com, Lauren Saylor, Psi.D, private practice in Ardsley, New York. Description of approach to treatment, professional background, and clinical specialties. drlauriemore.com, Dr. Laurie Moore, articles, self-help products, workshops, and other unique approaches to love, child, family and relationship counseling. Site is graphically intense. drlisachaney.com, Lisa McDonald Cheney PsyD, PLLC, provides individual and family therapy for children, adolescents and adults in the St. Matthews suburb of Louisville, Kentucky. Contains credentials, services, and fees details. drluoma.com, Jason Luoma, Ph.D., private practice located in Portland, Oregon. Description of services offered and professional credentials. drlynfriedman.com, Dr. Lynn Friedman, private practice in Chevy Chase, Maryland. Portal contains columns on therapy, career choices, issues in independent schools and psychology careers. drmattwhitehead.com, Matthew Whitehead, Psi.D, independent practice with locations in Philadelphia and Swarthmore, Pennsylvania. Includes description of services offered, FAQs and providers' credentials. drmelissaholub.com, Melissa Holub, PhD, private practice in Berkeley, California. Describes services and experience. drmiapapagallo.com, Papagallo, Mia, MD, New York City-based psychiatrist's website gives information about the doctor, the services she provides and financial policy information. drmicamiller.com, Michael L. Miller, PhD, Lick, private practice with locations in Independence and Rocky River, Ohio. Self-help information and resources, including free relaxation recordings, as well as a description of services offered. drmilstein.com, Shauna Milstein, PhD, private practice with locations in San Francisco and Corte Madera, California. Descriptions of services offered, information about psychotherapy and providers' credentials. drnicoleroberts.com, Nicole Roberts, PhD, counseling services for anxiety, infidelity, low self-esteem and other problems. Includes practice information, patient forms and blog articles. McKinney, Texas. drnickykraslin.com, Dr. Nikki Kraslin, private practice in Denver, Colorado. Brief professional biography and description of services offered. drpetergambino.com, Peter Gambino, PhD, private practice in Valley Stream, New York. Read about Dr. Gambino, services offered and further resources. drphyllislarkin.com, Phyllis Larkin, Psi.D, private practice located in Newport Beach and San Juan Capistrano, California. Description of services, including subspecialty in families with neurologically impaired members. Find resources and contact details. drrenan.com, Neely Renan, Psi.D, private practice located in Mountain View, California. Description of services offered including services in English as well as Hebrew, biography, and brief discussion about approach. drsaraddenman.com, Sarah Denman, Psi.D, private practice in Danville, California. Description of approach to treatment, forms for clients. Relationship counseling websites 5. drsaxman.net, Jennifer B. Saxman, PhD, independent psychotherapy practice located in Seattle, Washington. Includes description of services and brief biography. drshacker.com, Dr. Stephanie Shacker, private practice located in Branford, Connecticut. Descriptions of services offered, provider credentials and clinical specialties. drstacyraymond.com, Stacy Raymond, Psi.D, Richfield, Connecticut private practice. Description of approach to treatment, which includes mind-body approach, services offered, brief provider biography, copies of press coverage. drstephenhamill.com, Stephen H. Hamill, PhD, ABPP, board-certified licensed clinical psychologist in Arlington, Virginia. Gives professional background details, approach to treatment and benefits of psychotherapy. drteresalavwa.com, Teresa Lavoie, PhD, private practice in Andover, Massachusetts. Information about services offered, including neuropsychological evaluations, as well as tips, articles, and links to related resources. drtroypsychiatry.com, Troy Benjamin, MD, Mishawaka, Indiana-based child and adolescent practice. Website includes information about Dr. Troy, location information, and links to relevant websites and articles. drveurink.com, Reginald Vurink, Psi.D, Christian-oriented private practice with locations in Santa Clarita and Mission Hills, California. Descriptions of services offered and issues treated and providers' credentials. drvsb.com, Victor Silva Palacios, PhD, private practice in San Luis Obispo, California. Patient information and services details. dryudel.com, Dr. David Udell, Psi.D. and Associates, Coral Springs, Florida private practice. Brief summary of professional credentials and list of problems treated. drzebrun.net, John Z. Brun, MD, Northampton, Massachusetts Psychiatric Practice. Site provides information about the doctor, practice philosophy, contact information, and helpful external links. There is also information for referring physicians. DSchuesslerPhD.com, Westchester Neurofeedback and Peak Performance, private practice of Deborah Schuessler, Ph.D. in White Plains, New York and New York City, Manhattan. Description of services offered, patient testimonials and biography. Eden-therapy.com, Eden Therapy, Jesse Eden Brown, MS, LMHC, LPC, NCC offers in-person counseling in Seattle, Washington, as well as psychotherapy by phone to residents of Colorado and Washington. Contains mission statement, FAQ, and fees and insurance details. EileenDunnPsid.com, Dr. Eileen Dunn, private psychotherapy practice in NW, Washington, D.C. Information about the provider, her credentials, services provided and approach to treatment. ElitePsychiatry.com, Elite Psychiatry, Alpharetta, Georgia psychiatrist giving information about his training and his practice. Contact information and patient forms are available online. Patients can schedule their appointments online. EmotionallyEngaged.com, Emotionally Engaged, premarital counseling to relieve cold feet about marriage. EmotionET.com, EmotionET, specializes in online counseling for relationship difficulties, marriage problems, and emotional stress. Online consultation and support available via email sessions. Eric-Neblung-PhD.com, Eric Neblung, Ph.D., private practice located in Nyack, New York. Descriptions of services offered and provider credentials. EricSpiegelPhD.com, Eric Spiegel, Ph.D., private practice in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Description of services offered, provider credentials and approach to treatment. etmargulis.com, Elizer T. Margulis, Ph.D., independent practice in Evanston, Illinois, offering existential psychotherapy with a subspecialty in neuropsychology. ExpertPsychiatrist.net, Schwartz, Paul, M.D., Westchester, Ohio psychiatrist and psychotherapist. His website gives information about the psychiatrist, including information about the type of psychiatry and psychotherapy he practices. Website also includes contact information and information about the doctor's background. FairmountBHS.com, Fairmount Behavioral Health System, psychiatric inpatient facility located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Information given about the facility, its programs, patient satisfaction surveys, bed availability, contact information. FamilyWorks.com, FamilyWorks, private practice of David Zierk, Psy.D, in Centennial, Colorado. List of services offered, providers' approach to treatment and blog. FelixKlaymanMD.com, Felix Klayman MD, board-certified psychiatrist located in NYC. Experience treating a wide variety of mental health issues. Forensic-psych.com, Harold J. Verstappen, MD, medical, psychiatric and forensic expert, offering information, articles, and links for health and legal professionals and the general public. ForensicNeuroscience.net, clinical and forensic neuroscience, practice of Sui Antle, Ph.D. Description of services offered, definition of neuropsychology and biographical information. Baltimore, Maryland and Boca Raton, Florida. FrederickHwangMD.com, Frederick Y. Huang, MD, psychiatrist in the Presidio Heights district of San Francisco. Information about his education, training, professional memberships, and the types of treatment that are offered. A map to the office and a frequently asked questions page are also included. freewebs.com/psych11, Gerald A. Solfanali, MS, private practice based in Dunmore, Pennsylvania. Practice information plus links, ebooks, and information about hypnosis and self-help programs. fwconsultancy.com, The FW Consultancy, it is unnecessary for any marriage to fail. This unique consultancy document provides information to avoid and resolve marital troubles reliably. GatewayPsychiatric.com, Gateway Psychiatric Services, psychiatric care, professional education, and clinical research services by a multidisciplinary team of psychiatrists and therapists, San Francisco. GerstonCenter.com, Gerston Center for Behavioral Health, multi-psychologist practice with locations in Melrose Park, Evanston, and Skokie, Illinois. Description of services offered, brief biographies of providers, referral information for physicians. GilmoreCounseling.com, Gilmore Group, Counseling and Consulting, Diane Gilmore, registered clinical counselor, provides support to couples and families challenged by communication issues in their relationships. Meet Diane and find details about the services and fees and contact information. Vancouver, BC, Canada. GordonMcLeanPhD.net, Gordon McLean, PhD, ABPP, providing treatment for chronic pain. Contains articles and details about treatment. San Diego, California. GorgePsychologist.com, David C. Wade, PsyD, PC, located in Hood River, Oregon. Provides profile, what to expect and parent information. Hammerman.net, Hammerman Associates, Newton, Massachusetts, practice of David and Sylvia Hammerman. Brief provider biographies, description of the approach to treatment, FAQs, newsletter, and links to resources, including books authored by the providers. HealGrowEmpower.com, SBS Psychological Associates Incorporated, private practice of Shirley Boone Sanford, PhD, with locations in Lawrenceville and Decola, Georgia. Provider credentials, list of services offered, blog and links to resources. HealthfulChanges.com, Poonam Sharma, PhD, private practice in San Antonio, Texas. List of services provided, including issues related to infertility and adoption, plus related resources, and sign up for providers' newsletter. HeartMind.com, Fran Miller, PhD, Oregon and Washington State independent practice. Includes information about services and workshops offered and integrative psycho-spiritual therapy. HediYumi.com, Hedi and Yumi Schleifer, they lead workshops for couples and training for therapists transforming relationships worldwide. HighlandsBHS.com, Highlands Behavioral Health System, psychiatric inpatient facility located in Littleton, Colorado, offering information about treatment for children, adolescents, and adults, in the inpatient, outpatient and partial hospital settings. Website gives information about admissions and contact information. HolisticGardener.com, Holistic Psychotherapy, Counseling for Mind, Body, and Spirit with Laura Gardner, MFTI in Berkeley, California. Specialties include compulsions, couples, negative body image and issues of intimacy. Find details about the services and contact information. Humane.com.au, Humane, marriage, relationship and family counseling and guidance services based in Melbourne, Victoria. Offers details about the services, articles, FAQs, and contact information. HuntsvillePsychiatrist.com, Hayden, Charles MD, a brief site giving information about the psychiatrist working at the Asbury Child and Family Counseling Center, in Madison, Alabama. ILZEAlberts.com, ILS Alberts, offers counsel to all ages, including for anger management, career guidance, and play therapy for small children. Contains workshops details, FAQ, and testimonials. Johannesburg, South Africa. ImagoRelationships.org, Imago Relationships International, includes a searchable therapist directory and workshop schedule. InnerIlluminations.com, Inner Illuminations, LLC, R. Robert Eskichin, Jr., MD. Provides information about his practice, policies, fees, and location. InnerWisdomCounseling.com, Inner Wisdom Counseling, Dr. Linda Nayar's practice, located in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Description of services, providers' biography, and links to mental health resources. Insightfulminds.org, Insightful Minds Incorporated, Newport Beach, California. Practice describes types of services available to children, adolescents, and adults, including the conditions that are treated. Directions, contact information, and background information on the doctor are also provided. InteractionsTherapyCenter.com, Dr. Gail Gabbard, D. Min, LMFT, CRADC, specializes in relationship and family problems. Contains details about the Interactions Therapy Center and FAQ. Galena, Illinois. janurban.eu, Jan Urban, M. Psychology, psychologist and psychotherapist, provides counseling, psychotherapy, autogenic training and online counseling for English, Czech and Slovak speaking clients. Contains qualifications and FAQ. Based in Brussels, Belgium. JasonZidell.com, Jason A. Seidel, Sidi, Denver, Colorado. Practice. Find details of practice, explanation, and bibliography on measuring effectiveness in psychotherapy and discussion about confidentiality in therapy. JeannieTSCMD.com, Tse, Jeannie, MD, New York City-based psychiatrist who practices privately with adults, teens, and children. Her website gives information about these areas, the background of the doctor, and contact information. JeansHinotaBolan.com, Bolan, Jean S., MD, Jungian analyst and author, focusing on women's issues. Practice in California. JohnRhead.com, John C. Riyadh, Ph.D., Columbia, Maryland. Private practice. Includes biography, articles, information about services and treatment philosophy. JohnRLucy.com, John R. Lucy, Ph.D., private practice in Decatur, Georgia. Description of services offered, information about career planning and links to related resources. JRodriguez-O'Donnell.com, Julia Rodriguez O'Donnell, LCSW, counseling in Portland, Oregon for individual adults, teens, couples, and families with special focus on relationships and multicultural issues. Services in Spanish and English. Find information about the fees, the therapy approach, and contact details. Relationship counseling websites. 6. Karen W. Olmay NPSID.com, Karen Wallman, PsyD, private practice in Southwest Orlando, Florida. Contains biography, links to mental health resources and FAQs. Karen'sChepper.co.nz, Karen Shaper, counselor, clinical social work therapist. Christchurch, New Zealand. Keith Kaufman PhD.com, Keith A. Kaufman, PhD, private practice in Washington District of Columbia. Lists services provided, FAQs including sports psychology/mental fitness of athletes, and links to relevant articles authored by the provider. KellyCowanMD.com, Kelly Cowan, MD, psychiatrist located in the San Antonio, Texas area, specializing in adult and geriatric psychiatry, dementia and Alzheimer's disease. The website offers information about the doctor, her specialty, contact information for physicians and patients, and a brief biography of the doctor. KentlandPsychotherapy.com, Kentland Psychotherapy, independent practice in Gaithersburg, Maryland area. Includes staff biographies, payment options, and details about the services offered. Kirstein.com, Kirstein, MD, Los Angeles, California, general and reproductive medicine psychiatrist whose website reviews her practice philosophy and therapeutic approaches, as well as provides general information about psychiatric illness and treatments. Lane Gerber, PhD, TherapistSeattle.com, Lane Gerber, PhD, ABPP, private practice located in Seattle, Washington. Professional credentials, description of services and approach to treatment. LauraGilliam.com, Laura Gilliam, PhD, private psychotherapy practice in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Description of services, brief biography, downloadable client forms. lawsonclinic.com.au, the Lawson Clinic, psychiatrists in Sydney, Australia who specialize in the diagnosis and treatment of anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder. lhayman.com, Linda Heyman, Psy.D, independent practice located in Raleigh, North Carolina. Details about services offered and personal and professional background. lighthousearabia.com, the Lighthouse Arabia, a community mental health clinic that provides mental health services and non-profit grief support services in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Contains mission statement, services details, and events calendar. lindsaysshortleyffe.com, Dr. Lindsay Shortliff, Dr. Shortliff practices in Palo Alto, California. Contains credentials and profile specialties details and FAQ. loveandlifetoolbox.com, Lisa Brooksgift, MFT, San Diego therapist provides individual and couples counseling for anxiety, depression, anger management, and abuse. Find details about the services and fees, qualifications, and therapy approach. lovingrelationships.com, loving relationships, deeply loving relationships are created, not discovered. Offers couples and relationship counseling, as well as poetry, readings, and email or phone consultations. elsaponaro.com, Lisa Saponaro, PhD, private practice in Plantation, Florida. Provides description of services and approach, FAQs, and links to mental health resources. ltspeed.com/bjblinder, Blinder, Barton J., MD, Blinder's curriculum vitae, papers, and publications, as well as a chapter of his co-authored major medical book. luchanyo.co.za, Luchanyo Psychiatric Clinic, mental health facility resulting from democratic health practice in South Africa. Offers specialized, professional assessments and treatment. limberis.com, Limberis, Maria, MD, a Los Angeles forensic psychiatrist who also practices privately, psychotherapy with medication treatment. The website offers information about the doctor, forensic and the private psychiatric practice, qualifications of the doctor and contact information. mariagrace.com, Dr. Maria Grace, private practice in Medford, Oregon. Provides services in person and over the phone to adolescents, adults, families, and couples. Also available for workshops, lectures, seminars, and retreats. marriage-counselor-doctor.com, marriage counseling and marriage help. Dr. Gunsberg can help with communication difficulties, control issues, loss of love, anger, premarital problems, and putting your marriage back together after an affair. Practicing in the greater Baltimore area in Pikesville, Maryland. marriagebuilders.com/graphic/MBI7000_counsel.html, Marriage Builders Counseling Center, provides information and low-cost phone counseling services to couples interested in rebuilding their marriage. MarriageCounselingTherapyNetwork.com, Marriage Counseling Therapy Network, International Directory of Marriage Counselors. Site features search page, with a map showing therapists' locations, coupled with the ability to compare up to 3 therapists side by side and comprehensive therapist profiles. MarriageHealers.com, Marriage Healers, Imago relationship coaching based on getting the love you want, by Dr. Harville Hendricks. Coach Janet Greenwood, PhD, offers in-person coaching, California, or telecoaching. MarriageQuest.org, Marriage Quest Retreats, Vermont. Dr. Israel Helfand and his wife Kathy, working as a marriage counseling team, help marriages needing new approaches through intensive weekend retreats. MarshallLucasPhD.com, Marshall Lucas, PhD, includes providers' credentials, approach to treatment and description of services offered. Washington, D.C. MassTherapist.com, Shelley Janizek Woodson, PhD, private practice specializing in key and sleep issues, located in Granby, Massachusetts. Lists the services provided, as well as links and information. MayaColeman.com, Maya Coleman, Ma, helps couples create together the relationship they most want. Offers training for mental health professionals and classes for couples. Relationship counseling website 7. megurocounseling.com, Meguro Counseling Center, counseling center in Tokyo, Japan with Western-trained psychiatrists/therapists. mftlaura.com, Laura Melgasa, MS, MFT, Marriage, Individual, and Child Counseling, serving the Tri-Valley communities of Livermore, Pleasanton, Dublin, and San Ramon. Presents details about Laura, the therapy services offered, fees and insurance and contact information. Livermore, California. MichiganIntegrative.com, Michigan Integrative Psychiatry, PC, Ann Arbor, Michigan Psychiatric Practice, giving brief information about the practice, a welcome letter, patient forms and directions to the office. Mind-Institute.com, Mind Institute SE, a counseling and psychotherapy practice that also offers psychological consulting for companies and coaching for managers. Services in German and English. Contains fees details and services details. Berlin, Germany. MitchellDurhamPhD.com, Mitchell Durham, PhD, provides psychological services in Arden, North Carolina, at Hope Network, the counseling ministry of Biltmore Baptist Church. Counseling is open to all. Contains guide to choosing a therapist, background and forms. monarchpsychology.co.nz, Monarch Psychology, a group of registered psychologists whose areas of treatment include depression, anxiety, concussion, traumatic brain injury and dementia. Provides history, clinicians' profiles and therapy approaches. Auckland, New Zealand. More-fun.com/relationships, Love Bites, devoted to relationship enrichment. Includes a computerized relationship counseling program and resources for men and women. MyCincinnatiPsychologist.com, Dr. Charlene Kamen-Schneider, PhD, offers individual, couples and family therapy. Contains FAQ and fees details. Maynaville, Ohio. NationalMarriage.com, National Institute of Marriage, intensive marriage counseling programs designed primarily for couples who are struggling in their marriage and are in crisis. Details about conferences and the programs offered. Hollister, Missouri. natkuhn.com, Kuhn, Nat, MD, psychiatry practice located in Belmont, Massachusetts, specializing in short-term psychotherapy and medication treatment. NCFR.org, National Council on Family Relations, a national political and professional organization committed to educating the public about family issues. NCPAMD.com, Northern County Psychiatric Associates, large site with categorized original articles. Also includes mental health handouts for kids. ncpamd.com/family-therapy, Why am I in family therapy, explains family therapy so a child or teen can understand the process. New-hopecounseling.com, New Hope Counseling, individual, family and couples counseling in Loveland, Colorado. Specialty areas include communication, depression, relationships, anger management, addictions, grief, and loss and anxiety. Find details about the counselor, Leah Waisika, MA, NCC. NewOrleansPsychiatry.com, Deegan J. Dancero MD, New Orleans psychiatrist. Provides links to information about several types of mental illness, his curriculum vitae and the ability to make appointments online. NewportPsych.com, Tweedy. Rotunda, M.D, lists services offered, testimonials, resources, policies and information about appointments and fees for services. Patient forms may also be downloaded. Newport Beach, California. NIRI.org, National Institute of Relationship Enhancement, Enrichment, and Problem Prevention Method for Relationships. Home Study Program for Couples. Based in Maryland. North Shore QNSCLingandWellness.com, North Shore Counseling and Wellness Center, Psychotherapy, Family and Group Therapy and E-Counseling by Masters and PhD level professionals. Includes intake forms, services details and driving directions. Mandeville and Metairie, Louisiana locations. NPAonline.com, Needham Psychotherapy Associates, LLC, practice of psychologists and other therapists located in Needham, MA. Information about the staff, articles they have authored, books and links for other resources. npexam.com, Brian K. Lebowitz, Ph.D., private practice offering neuropsychological services in Port Jefferson Station and Holbrook, New York. List of services, brief listing of providers' credentials, links to related resources and FAQ page. New York C Psychologistfortherapy.com, Lisa E. Escolio, Psy.D, JD, licensed clinical psychologist. Contains profile, services, and rates and insurance details. Manhattan, New York, New York. Orange County Therapist.com, Jill Boltinghouse, MA, MFT, Orange County Therapist provides information about counseling and therapy services for this private practice office in Laguna Hills located in Orange County, California. Argonomictherapy.com, Argonomic Institute of Northern California, private practice offering Reichian and ergonomic therapy. Information about these therapies, biographies of providers, information about public workshops and professional training and articles by the staff. Mill Valley, California. PaloAltoPsych.com, Vin Q. Tai, MD, Psychiatry Practice of Dr. Vin Tai, located in Palo Alto, California. Gives background information, practice specialization, contact, and location information. Also includes the doctor's blog. Parenting Children with Specialns.com, Kathy McNamara, MA, LMFT, training classes for the adults who work with children, including special needs and challenging behavior. Los Gatos, California. PassionateMarriage.com, the Marriage and Family Health Center, devoted to promoting health and growth throughout the lifespan by developing, providing, and teaching innovative therapies. Site primarily promotes books. PastoralCounselingGDC.com, Pastoral Counseling and Consultation Centers of Greater Washington, PC&CC offers marriage, individual, and group counseling to the Washington, D.C. area. Also workshops and internship opportunities. Details about the couples and family therapy, the therapist, programs and resources. Relationship counseling websites 8. PatriciaBrunnerPhD.com, Patricia Brunner, Ph.D., private practice located in Citrus Heights, California. Brief professional biography and description of services offered, also, links to related resources and recommended reading. PaulaandDLane.com, Paul and Lane Cutright, an online learning and resource center for personal and professional relationships. Articles, ebooks and audio programs to provide education and coaching in the distinctions and practices of successful relationships. PineRiverPsychotherapy.com, Pine River Psychotherapy Associates, group practice located in Atlanta, Georgia. Contains clinicians' profiles, professional articles, psychotherapists providing community service and training institutes for psychotherapists. PortlandDepressionTreatment.com, Portland Mood Disorders Clinic, multi-provider practice located in Portland, Oregon. Description of services offered, brief description of different types of depression, FAQs, and provider credentials. PrincetonPsychiatrist.com, Yitzhak Schnaps, MD, psychiatric practice located in Skillman, New Jersey. Site gives information about the doctor, services available, contact information, links to other resources and a blog. Proverz.com, Proverz, Sebastian Potter, psychotherapy practice for English speakers in Kaiserslautern, Germany. Psychotherapy to children, teenagers, and adults, as well as DUI counseling. Includes profile, methods, and approach and services details. PsychHealth.net, Janine E. Swanson, PsyD, offers individual, couples and family therapy to children, adults, and seniors. Provides details of assessment and therapy services, background, and fees. Weathersfield, Connecticut. PsychiatristScottsdale.com, Scottsdale Mental Health Care, Scottsdale, Arizona. Psychiatrist whose website gives information and contact numbers for the doctor, information about various types of mental illness and useful links. Psychiatry.co.il, Dr. Shem David, MD, a psychiatrist specialist practicing in Tel Aviv, Israel. Conducts assessments for legal and clinical purposes. Psychologicalconsultants.net, Psychological Consultants and Affiliates Incorporated, offering general counseling as well as substance abuse recovery services, with details of staff, insurance, and conditions treated. Newark, Ohio. Psychologicalinvestigations.com, Psychological Investigations, practice located in North Falmouth, Massachusetts. Forensic services, neuropsychological evaluations, and fathering-related issues. Includes the services offered, information about Michael Murphy, ed.D. and articles. Psychologicalservices.co.za, Psychological Services, Saksh Malan, a psychologist with experience in assessment, career planning, and coaching in the corporate world as a consultant. Pretoria area in South Africa. PsychologistChevyChase.com, Lisa Drexler, Ph.D., Chevy Chase, Maryland practice. Find biography, FAQs, location information, and mental health links and resources. PsychologyCulture.com, Gina Wu, Ph.D., Clinical and Forensic Cultural Psychology, Psychoanalysis practice in Boston, Massachusetts. Specializing in the integration of psychology, culture, and mindfulness. Includes FAQs describing psychotherapy process, excerpted publications, and many essays. PsychologyWorks.co.za, Psychology Works, psychologists in Pretoria, South Africa offer career guidance, counseling, and reflexology. Contains services details, FAQ, and articles. Psychotheraput-psycholog.cz/english.html, Dr. Glabal Martin, Ph.D., Psychotherapy for psychosomatic disorders, phobia and mood disorders, couples therapy, personal, life, coaching. Provides fees details and details on an offered hypnosis course. Prague, Czech Republic. Psychotherapy-institute-ca.com, Psychotherapy Institute of Individual, Family and Community Development, multidisciplinary practice in Antioch, California. Includes brief biographies, description of services and population served, and information about training for other professionals. PsychServiceSDL.com, Psychological Services of St. Louis, LLC, a group practice providing psychological assessment, career development services and psychotherapy. Provides services and prices details and forms. Richmond Heights, Missouri. PsyMPATico.com/1.html, Simpatico PLLC, private practice in Bellevue, Washington. Find information about the services offered, including those for cyberdaters, South Asians, and dental professionals, and biography of Zain Nurani, Psy.D. RalphBarty.com, Ralph Barty, MD, multidisciplinary practice located in Wichita, Kansas. Site gives information about the practitioners, locations, services, and includes a patient area to access clinical forms. RealHope.com, Real Hope offers a home study workbook for handling marriage conflicts, stress, or anger and arguments in relationships. Free sample tips to stop arguing. Relationship Conflict and Healing Discussion Forum. Seminars in Los Angeles, CA. Relationship-coaches.com, Center for Conscious Relationships, Janice McKen Ph.D. and David McKen Ph.D. Experienced counselors/coaches specializing in imago relationship therapy, workshops, and voice dialogue therapy. Available for retreats, workshops, in-office sessions or telephone sessions for individuals, couples, and groups. relationshipexpert.com, relationship expert, individual and couples therapy and relationship workshops offered by Gloria Fraser LCSW. Also offers email counseling. Relationshipspecialists.com, the relationship specialists, offers articles, counseling services, FAQ, and details of workshop sessions. ReneeMadison.com, Renee Madison, MA, LPC, CSAT, licensed professional counselor and certified sex addiction therapist in Westminster and Fort Collins, Colorado. Specializes in sex addiction, depression, anxiety, children and teens, sexual abuse victims and marital issues. Contains forms and FAQ. RenewYourPassion.com, Christopher Diggins, MA, LMHC, marriage, anxiety, and depression counseling as well as treatment for sexual addiction. Includes credentials and treatment information. Shoreline, Washington. RetreatAteaspoon.org, the retreat at Shepherd Pratt, located in Baltimore, Maryland. Information about the facility, its history, location, and types of treatments offered. RexMoodyMD.com, Rex Moody, MD, psychiatrist and psychotherapist in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. His website offers information about his practice. This includes a description of his philosophy of treatment, his background, contact information, and information about fees. RiverviewPsychiatric.com, Riverview Psychiatric Medicine, PC, Poughkeepsie, New York-based psychiatric practices website provides information about the practice, staff, and treatment-resistant depression. Contact information and forms are also provided. Relationship counseling websites 9. robertheller.net, Dr. Robert Heller, private practice located in Boca Raton, Florida with email and phone services for other areas. Description of services, brief biography, FAQs, and self-help products. RobHandelman.com, Rob Handelman, Psy.D, independent practice focused on mindfulness, located in New York City. Includes biography, description of services, FAQs about psychotherapy and reading list. RobinsHappyromd.com, Robin Shapiro, MD, Chicago-based psychiatrist gives information about the services she provides, her background and training, fees, and contact information. RodK.net, Rod Kokotitsky, M.Div, marital and couples therapy in Nashville, Tennessee. Premarital counseling and marriage resources, workshops, Imago therapist relationship coaching and counseling. Details about Rod, FAQs, the services offered and registration. RTIprojects.org, Relationship Training Institute, provides domestic violence prevention services, conferences and workshops, training and consultation in the field of relationship development and relationship and domestic violence prevention. SACtherapy.com, Kathleen Holmes, LMFT. Sacramento, CA, marriage, family, and individual therapy. SallyPalayan.com, Sally Palayan, PhD, Bingham Farms, Michigan private practice. Information regarding the provider's credentials, services offered, including webinars and classes on spending, book she has authored and links to additional resources. Sassoon2.com, Sassoon Psychological Services, PA, independent practice in Port St. Lucie and Aventura, Florida. Find description of services offered, approach and a biography of Dr. Claude Sassoon. Site offers information in Spanish, Portuguese, French and English. ScottsdaleBehavioralHealth.com, Scottsdale Behavioral Health, LLC, psychiatric practice in Scottsdale, Arizona. Information about the psychiatrists, services provided, contact information and links to resources. Downloadable forms are also provided. SDCouplesCounseling.com, Couples and Individual Counseling Center, private practice of Rich Heichner, PhD, in Solana Beach, California. Description of services offered and brief professional biography. Sexistem.com/services1.htm, Sexist Team, Dr. Dawn offers marriage, romance, and sex therapy to singles and couples in the Los Angeles, California area and telephone advice internationally. sfneuropsychologist.com/maanpage.htm, Charles A. Filanowski, Ph.D., ABPP, clinical psychologist in San Francisco, California, with a specialization in neuropsychological assessment, also individual psychotherapy for adults and adolescents and consultation services. Contains FAQ and information on what to expect. ShamirKhan.com, Shamir A. Khan, Ph.D., PC, private practice in New York, New York, Manhattan. Includes description of services offered and providers' credentials and bio. SierraVistaHospital.com, Sierra Vista Hospital, psychiatric hospital, located in Sacramento, California. Website gives information about types of treatment provided, patients treated, employment opportunities, contact information and a link to the Jason Foundation. Singular-pathways.com, Singular Pathways, Patty Desert, LCSWC, in Baltimore, Maryland. Provides credentials and treatment methods details. SolsticeNEC.com, Solstice Psychiatric Consulting, PC, psychiatrist located in New York City specializing in the treatment of mood and anxiety disorders, addictions, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and issues involving the workplace. SouthOCTherapist.com, Dr. Laura Adams, psychoanalytic psychotherapy with individuals, couples, and families who want to address long-term problems and patterns. Orange County, CA. SpectrumPsychiatry.com, Spectrum Psychiatry, Vivek Agnihotri, MD. Anzinia Thomas, MD. Practicing in St. Louis, Missouri. Includes FAQ, forms and credentials. SPirashadimd.com, Sandhya Prashad, MD, psychiatrist located in Bel Air, Texas whose practice focuses on general and women's reproductive health psychiatry. Her website offers information about services available, contact information and resources. StephenGreenhouse.com, Stephen K. Greenhouse, Psi.D, private practice in Everett, Washington. Description of services offered, common questions, benefits of treatment, provider credentials, links to related resources and additional information. StephenHedger.com, Stephen Hedger, marriage counseling, personal relationship and life coach. Stephen Hedger services for couples and individuals in London and Buckinghamshire. Contains services details, blog, and online booking. StephenZobelMD.com, Stephen Sobel, MD, San Diego, California psychiatrist site listing information about his practice, his curriculum vitae, services provided, patient forms and a listing of the insurance plans with which he participates. Also includes links, directions, and comments by other mental health practitioners about the doctor. StephenHogue.com/forensic%20 psychiatrist/index.html, Stephen K. Hogue, MD, forensic psychiatrist located in New York City, New York. Gives an extensive listing of services available, biographical information about the doctor, peer-reviewed publications, and contact information. Stryzik.com, Peter Stryzik, Ph.D. and Suzanne Womack Stryzik, Ph.D., Anchorage, Alaska practice. Provides biographical information, book list, and links to mental health resources. SusanNord.com, Susan Nord, Ma, MFT, licensed marriage and family counselor working with couples and individuals in Santa Monica, California. Schedule a consultation, details about the therapist, her fees and contact information. TalkItOver.in, Talk It Over Counseling Services, an organization of counselors and psychologists that specializes in marriage and relationship counseling. Contains services details, testimonials, and FAQ. Bangalore, India. Relationship counseling websites 10. TampaPsychology.com, Tampa Psychology, practice of Brian Nussbaum, Psi.D. and Associates, located in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Description of services provided, staff profiles, and related links. tcffp.org, the Center for Family Psychiatry, multidisciplinary child, adolescent, and adult psychiatry practice located in Tyrone, Georgia. Lists information about the practice, the staff, and the doctors, FAQs, forms and links to relevant sites. Also has a glossary and photo gallery. therapyandassessment.co.za, Sarah Myers-Koff BA. Hans, Ma, educational psychologist in Norwood, Johannesburg, South Africa. Services include therapy for individuals, couples and families, psychoeducational and career assessments, mediation, parental guidance, and play therapy. FAQ and services details. TherapyBerkeley.com, Berkeley Anxiety and Depression Therapy, private practice of Alice Abarbanel, Ph.D. in Berkeley, California. Description of services offered, approach to treatment, providers' credentials, links to resources. TherapyHelp.com, Therapy Help, psychologist Susan Heitler offers fresh perspectives on psychotherapy, marriage counseling, couple communication and conflict resolution. Offers books, tapes and workshops. TherapyWest.com, Therapy West, private practice of Jeffrey Casanova, Ph.D. located in New York City. Description of services offered. TheRelationshipInstitute.org, The Relationship Institute, provides services and information to therapists as well as individuals for creating long-term relationships. Find details about training for therapist and counseling sessions. La Jolla, California. ThomasAndrewsPhD.com, Tom Andrews, Ph.D., private practice in Fairport, New York. Provider credentials and descriptions of services offered, as well as handouts, recommended books, and links to related resources. TIMEForCounseling.com, Linda Nisnoff, private practice in Naperville, Illinois. Brief biography of the provider, plus description of specialty areas of practice. TMSHealthAndWellness.com, TMS Health and Wellness, a psychiatric practice specializing in transcranial magnetic stimulation or TMS therapy. The website offers extensive information about the procedure, along with fees and contact information. Located in Lakewood, California. TMSofWestchester.com, Transcranial Magnetic Stimulation of Westchester, New York, website about practice specializing in transcranial magnetic stimulation, located in Bedford Hills, New York. The website offers information about the doctor and staff, depression, and transcranial magnetic stimulation. Contact information is also provided. TrontVans.com, Trent H. Evans, Ph.D., private practice in Baltimore, Maryland. Describes services offered and providers' credentials. TrudyGuo.phd.com, Trudy Narikiyoguo, Ph.D., ABPP, clinical psychologist in private practice in Honolulu, Hawaii. Description of services offered, credentials, map/directions. TwinCitiesFamilyCounseling.com, Twin Cities Family Counseling, Tara Palmer Ma, LMFT provides licensed psychological services to families and couple in the Twin Cities of Minnesota. Contains profile and forms for download. UnionsChuRTMS.com, Union Square TMS Center, New York City-based psychiatric practice offering information about transcranial magnetic stimulation treatment. Website offers information about psychiatric disorders, insurance coverage information and contact information. VanMetaxas.com, VanMetaxas, MFT, psychotherapist VanMetaxas, a licensed marriage and family counselor based in San Francisco and Berkeley/Albany, California, runs a private practice that provides counseling and psychotherapy to adolescents, adults, and couples. Find details about the services and contact information. Washington State Psychological Services.com, Washington State Psychological Services, Brenda Havellana, Ph.D. Neuropsychology, Clinical Psychology, Rehabilitation psychology. Providing a range of neuropsychological, psychological, and psychoeducational services to patients and their families. Located in Linwood, Washington. Wellminds.com, Marianne Brandon, Ph.D., private practice in Annapolis/Baltimore, Maryland. Information about services offered and resources about therapy for sexual issues. Wellpsych.com, Comprehensive Psychiatric Associates, a multidisciplinary group practice providing outpatient mental health services for children, adolescents, adults, and families. Whatittakes.com, What It Takes, advice, quizzes, relationship coaching, classes and a weekly e-zine. whitepinepsych.com/wpbh.htm, Whitepine Behavioral Health, independent practice of Joel Goarna, Ph.D., in Portland and Southern Maine. Includes FAQs and links to online mind/body resources. Whitecareclinic.com, White Care Clinic, Rockford, Illinois-based psychiatric clinic. Information about the psychiatrist and his clinic, links to several sources of information and contact information for the clinic. Willingspirits.com, Willing Spirits, marriage enrichment or couple enrichment begins with personal growth. A place to explore, consider, choose, grow, heal. After the affair, recovery from the trauma, recovery discussion, and resources for love and intimacy marriage enrichment. Windowsofopportunitycounseling.org, Windows of Opportunity Counseling Services, find articles about therapy and relationships as well as descriptions of the counselors on staff. Newark, California. WinnerPsychiatry.com, Winner Psychiatry, site lists credentials of and information about Joel Winner, MD, psychiatrist in Boulder, Colorado. Site also includes types of patients that are treated, payment policies and contact information. WisdomWeaverBlog.com, Wisdom Weaver, a blog with articles for developing effective life skills such as steps to forgiveness, overcoming fear of failure and successfully healing abandonment issues. WRELACG.pl, WRELACG Psychotherapy Center, psychologists and psychotherapists who work with English and Spanish-speaking clients in Saskakopon, Warsaw, Poland, providing individual psychotherapy and counseling to adults. Contains treatment approach details. Polish, Spanish and English. YourChicagoTherapist.com, Helen Odska, Psy. D. Private practice located in Chicago, Illinois. Provides information about services offered, credentials and FAQs. YourTherapist.com, Lisa S. Larson, PsyD, Lancaster, California. Provides individual, couples and family counseling to trauma survivors and their loved ones, an EMDRIA certified EMDR therapist as well. Chapter 3. Christian Love and Sex Therapy Websites. Christian Relationship Counseling Websites 1. 2 Wellspring.com, Wellspring Christian Counseling Services, a community-based, Christian service located in East Lansing, Michigan. Provides counseling for abuse and incest, adoption, anxiety, ADHD, children and teens, depression, divorce, eating disorders, gender identity confusion, grief and loss, life adjustments, marriage, parenting, stress management among others. 4therapists.com/Christian, Christian Therapists Directory, a directory of therapists who use Christian principles in their therapy practice. Directory by state, with information about online counseling and referrals. AACC.net, American Association of Christian Counselors, AACC, assists Christian counselors and the entire community of care by providing a counselor directory, topical publications and journals and training opportunities. AACTOnlineTX.tripod.com, American Association of Christian Therapists, AACT, certifies qualified Christian and pastoral counselors. Site contents include history, membership and certification information, newsletter, education and seminary links, forms and application and related articles of interest. AAPC.org, American Association for Pastoral Counselors, provides information to its members, potential members, and the general public about the association. Training, conferences, and how to find a counselor. acc-uk.org, the Association of Christian Counselors, a UK-based association, with branches throughout Europe, providing accreditation, recognition, and membership. Member and membership information, conferences, training details, and a code of ethics. accounseling.org, Apostolic Christian Counseling and Family Services, Ministry of the Apostolic Christian Church of America, which provides information, referrals, and other resources on mental health issues, biblical financial stewardship, and other topics. Center in Morton, Illinois, USA. AgapeCounselingCenter.org, Agape Counseling Center, located in Tacoma, Washington, offers Christian counseling and training services as a cooperative group of independent counselors. AlpineConnectionCounseling.com, Alpine Connection Counseling and Teen Center, creative and experiential counseling solutions for teens and parents. Angelfire.com/in3/counsel/index.html, Prayer Counseling Ministries, Christian counseling through prayer and assistance for churches in ministering through schools and seminars. Prayer counseling assumes that the problems and issues presently in a person's life are usually symptoms of trauma and pain experienced at a young age and internalized negatively, and seeks to guide the person in identifying, exploring, reconciling, and healing. APC-S.com, Association for Pastoral Counseling and Supervision, APCs offers experienced guidance for parish pastors and counselors seeking pastoral and clinical supervision. Membership information, newsletters, articles, and suggested readings. azlifechangers.com, Life Changers Counseling, based in Phoenix, Arizona. Life Changers is a nonprofit, Christian agency dedicated to helping people succeed in their personal lives. Offers professional Christian counseling, marriage and parenting workshops, and practical materials. BiblicalCounseling.com, Association of Certified Biblical Counselors, certification, referral, training programs. C3ChristianCounseling.com, Center for Christian Counseling, offers counseling services for all age groups and every conceivable problem that involves human difficulties. Specialties include depression, anxiety, anger, addictions of all kinds, marriage and family issues, children, adolescents, and individuals. Care1.org, CARE, Inc., a nonprofit Christian organization for survivors of ritual abuse. Includes articles, prayers, and a discussion forum. CatholicTherapists.com, CatholicTherapists.com, offers referrals to professionally qualified psychotherapists who incorporate the teachings of Roman Catholicism into their practice. CCA.net.au, Christian Counselors Association of Australia, offering clinical, graduate and associate memberships. Sponsors conferences, training, and certification. Guidelines, articles, and membership news. Christian Relationship Counseling websites too. CCESonline.com, Christian Counseling and Educational Services, provides professional counseling from a Christian perspective as well as educational opportunities to challenge individuals to examine the Word of God and live accordingly. cefcelverson.org/theophostic.htm, a biblical evaluation of theophostic ministry, a paper by the staff of Community Evangelical Free Church Elverson, Pennsylvania on theophostic ministry, a term coined by Dr. Ed Smith for a ministry counseling approach that all of us are emotionally wounded and need our hearts and minds healed by Jesus. ChristianFamilyInstitute.com, Christian Family Institute, a counseling center specializing in marriage and family therapy. Services include sex therapy, divorce mediation, individual psychotherapy, child therapy, and Christian counseling. ChristianTherapist.com, Christian Counselors Directory, a directory of counselors and counseling services referenced by region. CompassCounseling.com, Compass Counseling Center, marriage, family, and individual counseling and therapy from a Christian perspective with 4 licensed marriage and family therapists. Located in Las Vegas, Nevada. counselcareconnection.org, Counsel Care Connection, providing caring, Christian counseling for people struggling with depression, anxiety, grief, addictions, abuse, spiritual, marriage and family issues. Seminars, online services, and resources. Counselingforchristians.com, Christian counseling and Christian counseling resources, counseling materials and links to Christian counseling resources on the web. Materials for both counselors and those seeking help. Scripture, books, links, etc. counselme.truepath.com, W.R. Mercer Counseling Solutions, counseling from a Christian perspective for marriage, premarital, parenting, self-image, depression, anxiety, compulsions, anger, communication, codependency, psychosomatics, sexuality and self-image. DayspringCenter.com, the Dayspring Center, Christian counseling for singles, couples, and families. Teens, marriage, and other areas addressed. Online counseling also available. deeprelease.org.uk, Deep Release Christian Counseling, offering healing of blocked emotions using primal integration therapy and emotional healing for Christians by qualified psychiatrists and counselors. Also ministry weekend and training courses for Christian counselors. DesertStreams.org, Desert Streams Christian Counseling Services. This site describes the services available through a Christian counseling center in Kalamazoo, Michigan, such as marriage and family and emotional well-being. Online and email services are also available. DoveChristianCounseling.com, Dove Christian Counseling Center, offers counseling and advice by email or telephone on a range of subjects including marriage, family, spiritual issues and domestic violence. EmotionalHealing.org, Family Care Counseling, telephone counseling specializing in the healing of emotional woundedness and codependency. Located in Petersburg, Florida. EncouragementCCC.com, Encouragement Christian Counseling and Coaching, Dr. Beverly J. Miller, NCC, DAPA, CCBT offers biblically based professional counseling and coaching services to individuals, couples, and families. Sliding scale fee. In person or by telephone. FCSChristianCounseling.com, Family Consultation Service, established in 1971, offers professional services based in strong Christian faith. Non-denominational, providing counseling, teaching, and training that supports the ministries of local churches of a wide variety of denominations. FFMinc.org, Faith Fellowship Ministries, Christian Center for Emotional and Spiritual Healing in Jacksonville, Florida. Testimonies, counselor profiles and related links included. fracc.org, Family Resource and Counseling Center, General Counseling and Family Resources in the Lancaster and Chester County areas of eastern Pennsylvania and northern Maryland, USA. GetGoodCounsel.org, Good Counsel, a community-based, nonprofit counseling center which provides service for individuals, teens, adults, families in need. GodsWordMinistry.org, God's Word Ministry offers counseling and educational services for depression, anger, stress, addictions, sexual abuse and infidelity. Requires Flash plugin. GreenLakeCounseling.com, Green Lake Counseling, offer individual, couple, or family therapy in the Seattle area. GriefWatch.com, GriefWatch, based in Portland, Oregon, and offers support to persons who are grieving and seeks to assist organized efforts which address the systemic injustices within society which are the source of grief for persons who are poor and marginalized. Overview, support groups, and resources. Healing-Word.com, Healing Word psychotherapy services, conventional treatment interventions such as cognitive behavioral principles, supplemented by specialized approaches including but definitely not limited to, healing prayer, a spiritual experience inventory that identifies possible problem areas, and a person's identity, value, and worth in Christ. Christian relationship counseling websites. 3. Hope-Healing.com, Christian Counseling Center Referral Network, links people looking for help with professional, licensed Christian therapists. Use of this site is free. hopeforlifeministry.com, Hope for Life Ministry, Christian biblical counseling for marriage and family, anxiety, stress, depression, children, adolescents, grief, and issues with God. hopeworkscounseling.org, HopeWorks Counseling, an organization of Christian counselors with various specialties, among them psychological assessment, group counseling, and community education. Located in Plano, Texas. icca-irm.netfirms.com, the International Christian Counseling Association and Emmanuel Restoration Ministries, a collection of free Christian counseling and traditional family value resources and links. A non-profit humanitarian aid and development ministry that offers mediation, counseling, education and youth work society. instepministries.com, In Step Ministries, a family counseling center specializing in step families. Provides counseling services, seminars, and workbooks. jackschristiancounseling.com, Mandarin Christian Counseling, provide non-denominational counseling for families, couples, teens, and children. A private practice counseling group providing counseling, coaching and training to members and non-members of area churches. Includes information on counseling, counselors, premarital counseling, personality inventory details, fees, scheduling, location and contact details. Couture.com, Michael J. Couture, professional counseling, Christian-based professional counseling and marriage and family therapy in Fairfax, Virginia. Provides FAQs, seminar and contact information. KDCounselors.com, New Hope Christian Counseling, provides therapy services to adults, families, children, and teens in Katy and West Houston, Texas. LCFSWI.org, Lutheran Counseling and Family Services, located in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. LCFS is a nonprofit, licensed social service agency providing Christian counseling to children, individuals, and families as well as educational programs. Services include birth-parent counseling/adoption, professional church workers, worship help and employee assistance. LifelineCounselingMinistry.org, Lifeline Counseling Ministry, provides marriage coaching and counseling and offers guide to relationships, communication problems, advice and a divorce effects on children manual. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, United States of America. LifeWorkCounseling.net, LifeWork Corporation, a comprehensive counseling program encompassing family, marriage, financial, career, education and children from a Christian perspective. MarriageandFamily.org, Marriage and Family Savers Ministries, provides personal or telephone counseling and coaching, assessments, marriage seminars, retreats and marriage mentor training. MarriageRescue.org, Marriage Rescue Associates, telephone counseling for both individuals and couples and 3-day marriage intensives. Nagisamonday.org.uk, Nagisamonday, counseling services for life problems located in Bromley, Kent, England. NBCPC.org, the National Board for Certified Pastoral Counselors, a non-profit, independent, voluntary credentialing body for pastoral counselors. NCCAChristianCounseling.com, National Christian Counselors Association, provides training and certification from the NCCA as well as personal, marriage and family counseling. Located in Olympia, Washington. NewHopeNow.org, New Hope Online, Christian organization providing live counseling access including a teen and crisis hotlines, articles on various topics, referral lists, self-tests, volunteer applications, and contact information. NewReflectionsCounseling.com, New Reflections Counseling Incorporated, individual, marriage, premarital and family counseling based on a conservative Christian worldview in a safe environment. Located in Lebanon, Ohio. Marriage Family Therapist Organizations by State. Marriage Family Therapist Organizations by State. NationalCredentialingAcademy.com, National Credentialing Academy, Family Therapy Certification. dced.state.ak.us/occ/pmft.htm, Alaska Board of Marital and Family Therapy. camft.org, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, CAMFED. eastbaytherapist.org, East Bay Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, CAMFED. lacamft.org, Los Angeles Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, CAMFED. mccmft.org, Monterey County Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, CAMFED. occmft.org, Orange County Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, CAMFED. recamft.org, Redwood Empire Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, CAMFED. camft-sandiego.org, San Diego Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, CAMFED. sdnc-camft.org, San Diego North County Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, CAMFED. sfcmft.org, San Francisco Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, sgbcamft.org, San Gabriel Valley Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, santabarbaratherapy.org, Santa Barbara Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, marriagefamilytherapy.org, Santa Clara Valley Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, vc-camft.org, Ventura County Chapter, California Association of Marriage and Family Therapists, coloradotherapists.org, Colorado Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, CAMFED. ctamft.com, Connecticut Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, CAMFED. famft.org, Florida Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, FAMFED. nefamft.org, Northeast Florida Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, NEFAMFED. gamft.org, Georgia Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, GAMFED. imft.com, Iowa Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, IMFED. camft.org, Kentucky Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, CAMFED. lamft.org, Louisiana Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, LAMFED. michiganfamilytherapy.org, Michigan Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, MAMFED. bmft.state.mn.us, Minnesota Board of Marriage and Family Therapy. mamft.com, Mississippi Association for Marriage, Family Therapy, MAMFED. nebraskamft.org, Nebraska Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, NAMFED. namft.org, Nevada Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, NAMFED. nyamft.org, New York Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, NYAMFED. liamft.org, Long Island Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, LIAMFED. ncamft.org, North Carolina Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, NCAMFED. oamft.org, Oregon Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, OMFED. PAMFT.org, Pennsylvania Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, PAMFED. RIAMFT.org, Rhode Island Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, RIAMFED. SCAMFT.org, South Carolina Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, SCAMFED. SDAMFT.org, South Dakota Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, SDAMFED. TNAMFT.org, Tennessee Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, TAMFED. TXMFT.org, Texas Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, TAMFED. VAMFT.org, Virginia Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, VAMFED. WAMFT.org, Washington Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, WAMFED. RelationshipHelp.org, Wisconsin Association for Marriage and Family Therapy, WAMFED.